part of the spring series that we have coming out on Leo. Me and Dave, I think we were both struggling towards the end of fourth season.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get on birds, and I was struggling to get on birds, and we kind of got together and put our heads together and decided we were gonna take each side of the property on some private ground that I have permission for. Well, Dave's always the one that's always liked to hunt timber. I'm a pretty decent turkey hunter, but I don't feel comfortable going into timber right away in the morning. I feel like I always just run everything out because I got big feet and I trip all over everything. So Dave took the timber on the east side of the property, and I took the field on the west side of the property. So Dave was snuck in there and had the birds roosted, I don't know what, 40 yards, 50 yards from you?
Yeah, but I got too close, I think, and they knew something was up, and they went after flight out and went the other way. But Nick was fortunate.
Yeah, I got real lucky. There's a texted Dave at, I don't know, 9 in the morning. Not what's that? Probably 8 in the morning. I said, "Do you hear that thing gobble to the north?" He goes, "Yeah, I thought I heard something." I run a Woodhaven Batwing. It's my favorite. It's my favorite call to run. It's real loud and it's real sharp. And I said, "Oh, I'm just going to rip into this thing and see what it does." And as soon as I did that, I knew it closed, I don't know, I guess 100, 150 yards. And I just happened to look out the corner of my eye and I could see him on the road. And he was already in full strut because he could see my decoy in the field. And it worked out well.
doing it. Fourth time this year.
You come back here. You got your bird the next day or the day after?
The second to last day of the season, and actually, I was giving up within. I didn't have another place where I located birds, and I went back down where I shot my first one of the year, and called. Heard a few gobbles early in the morning, and literally it was 10:30, 11 o'clock, somewhere in there, and I was just within 5 minutes. I was just gonna say, I gave it. I think it was 10:30. I was at 10:30. I'm gonna go home. I'm done for the season. I had a good year, and I happened to just look down, and I seen a redhead coming at me, and I just took me a while, worked him in. He was silent 100% the whole way, and ended up filling my 4-season tag there. So it was a really good year.
Yeah, I tell you what, you know, that the first hour after fly down, and then, you know, the times with the hens, but as soon as the hens go to the nest at 10:30 to 11 o'clock, that 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock hour, that could be almost as good as right after fly down. My dad hunted turkeys for a lot of years, and he was fortunate. What did he do? 34 years in a row he killed a turkey, and I would say a majority of them birds were killed between 10 and noon. It's don't ever sleep on that time.
After they leave the first go around with hens, just a lot of times they come in silent. So just be patient. That's what gets turkeys. Is
Patience kills
and
turkeys.
Patience
Absolutely.
and persistence.
And as soon as you think you got them figured out, they'll smart you. A bird with the size of a pea, or a brain with the size of a pea, they'll outsmart you every time. And that's what makes it fun, because no two turkeys are alike. And if you think you got them figured out, and you go out there and you got a foolproof plan, they're gonna. That reminds me of that bird. Was it 2 years ago? We had him roosted. We could see the birds in the trees. They flew down. They came back. This was just west of here, and we set up on the bottom side of a hill, but up the hill a little bit. And we thought for sure that bird was going to circle back around, and he was going to come down to the bottom. That bird come up on the top of us, but never did get him. But we flanked him and went around him. You remember that bird on top? We got onto him on the top again. Yeah, but that's an old bird. He had us figured out.
And he've had his terrain figured out. He knew exactly what was going on there.
And what he wanted to do and where he wanted to be.
Sometimes it works great. Sometimes you just have to really work at it. But sometimes it just doesn't work at all.
It's just damn humbling.
That's what they call hunting.
Yeah, it's humbling. It's absolutely humbling. But that's what makes it fun. And when you finally get one, makes you want to go back for more. Plus, they taste good.